Um, Gino, we are looking forward with so much curiosity about your experience. Gino was one of the pioneers in the World Heritage Site project and initiative to UNESCO for the coal mining town of Sawalunto. Um, the floor is yours. Thank you so much for having
Okay,
traveled around the whole planet to be here.
thank you, Marian. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the session of Sawalunto Mining Town, sharing World Heritage experience from Indonesia, striving for a future built from the past. First of all, let me thanks to the committee and the Bio government for inviting me and preparing everything perfectly, especially for the two women behind the gun. There are Esperanza and Marion. Then all of you for being here today. I'm an Master of Civil Engineering, worked for the city government of Sawalunto. Currently trusted as one of site manager the Ombilin Coal Mining Heritage of Sawalunto. I was appointed by several regional hit in West Sumatra as cultural heritage expert, and apart being a member of ICOMOS Indonesia since 2021. I'm a figure who has a very important role in the process of nomination for a World Heritage Site of Sawalunto. And for my hard work, the mayor of Sawalunto have given me important award. Uh, Next is outline my presentation. Firstly, Sawalunto in brief. Secondly, preservation and revitalization project for heritage inscription. And thirdly, sustainability and future challenge. And finally, conclusion. This the main office of company coal mining company. This is Sawalunto is a small city located in the highland area that we call Bukit Barisan on the island of Sumatra in the province of West Sumatra. It is 90-50 kilometer from our provincial capital is Padang City and 1,200 kilometer from capital of Indonesia, Jakarta. Solonte is city surrounded by three districts in West Sumatra, namely Tanah Datar districts, Solok district, Sijunjung district, and located and elevated between uh, 250 meters to 650 meters above sea level. Okay, the industrial revolution that occurred in Europe has brought the impact of the search for mineral resource, namely coal, to remote areas of Sumatra Island in Indonesia. Based on Van report released in 1917, it was explained that before the exploration of coal by the Dutch government, local people had begun to find and use coal as cooking fuel. People took the coal that come to the surface, known as lidah or dakzum. They saw the coal shot of Sawalunto by boat on Ombilin River. In 1858, the group had conducted coal research in Sijunjung, an expedition of Dutch engineer by William Hendrik de Greef in 1868 on Ombilin River. This Ombilin River found the best quality deposit along the Ombilin River with large quantities exceeding 200 million tons. Then this discovery became an important decision for Dutch at the time to conduct mining, of course, with the concession a large investment for the mining process to distribution. This discovery naturally attract the interest of the Dutch to rule the island, to invest the coal mining due the high potential and value. This discovery called to the need to build high-tech infrastructure, especially when faced the unique situation and geographical and geological condition of Sawalunto. The Dutch government established the Ombilin Coal Mining Company in 1892. It was one of the first mining company in Southeast Asia in 19th century to apply underground mining technique in response to good quality coal are located deep underground and deep of 40 meters to 100 meters. This early adoption of mining made the Ombilin mine site innovative in this respect. The planning and development, the mega project was decided with an investment value 15 million gulden at the time. The Dutch government also designed an integrated project called Tiga Serangkai. The Tiga Serangkai is focusing on mining infrastructure. Uh, this mining infrastructure development and then mining support town development in Sawalunto, 1892 to 1930. And then the two railway infrastructure network development start from Air Island Station in Padang, gradual up to Sawalunto, 1887 to 1894. Okay, to carry out various works on project, the Dutch government needs workers. Various methods were used to bring them to work in the coal mining project. Some of pattern used the recruitment labor were employing prison inmates. Forced labor later become known as orang rantai because they worked with chain feet, chain hand. Recruiting contract labor from Singapore, especially Chinese laborer, and from Java, and employing the surrounding population as free or daily laborer. The lift chain people has miserable. They work for civility at night without the rest and under the supervision of armed mining police. And there are three group mining communities in Sawah Lunto. First, the European, second in the Indo-European and Chinese, and the third minor. The minor are the majority of forced worker or orang rantai, contract workers, and free workers or daily workers. In this table, the National Archive of Jakarta Positive Film that where the number indigenous people is 42,974, European 5,167, and Chinese 652, and others 28, with a total population of Sawalunto 44,226 people. Then mining was carried the Dutch government until 1942 during Japanese occupation, and independent day it was continued by government of Republic of Indonesia. The coal mining is managed by state company. Coal production is years 1980 to 1900 was very high. Global coal mining is in decline. Overall, world coal production declined in the late the end of the 1900 and the beginning of 2000 due to conditions such as coal power plant retirement, low natural gas price, and increased competition from renewable energy. Solonto City is was born and developed through the discovery of large coal deposit and coal mining. Its city main source is livelihood. The above factor also had an impact on Sawah Lunto, forcing the Ombilin company to officially case for coal production. The closure the mine had a hard impact on the city, where the employees and laborers had to stop working. The livelihood, the people of Sawalunto, who were very dependent on coal mining indeed. The economic growth of city become negative. The poverty rate reached more than 20%, and people began to leave Sawalunto, and Sawalunto had the potential to become a ghost city, a ghost town. And then the big dream, the government, legislator, companies, and the community made effort to discuss what is the future of Sawah Lunto. We talked, debates, various ideas emerged to find ways out this condition. An agreement was made based on potential mining heritage. So a big dream, a long-term plan to the city was created with the vision. The tagline is Sawalunto in 2020 become a cultural mining tourism city. This agreement was confirmed through the regional regulation Sawalunto City number 2 of uh, 2001 concerning the vision of Sawalunto City. Planning to archive the vision in city is done gradually every 5 years by making it book Sawalunto 2020. This is a step toward a cultural mining tourism city. Next, preservation and revitalization project for World Heritage inscribed. The stake of Keriot starting data, collecting mining heritage research, cooperation with various parties both in document making, planning, revitalization, and strengthening policies at the several level, regional, provincial, and national. In 2005 and 5, Toronto government tried to compare the potential mining heritage with several UNESCO World Heritage uh, cities in Europe. It was concluded Toronto deserved to be equal in world recognition of its cultural heritage. In the same year, the mine workers' shop kitchen and Sawalunto train station were revitalized and used the ration warehouse and train a network coal mining pit to museum. This is the mapping of cultural heritage when the law of Indonesia number 11 2010 concerning cultural heritage and governing regulation number 66 of 2015 concerning museum. This is preservation and revitalization of the cultural heritage. We have this the museum. We we have seven museum in Sawah Lunto. The first of Gudang Ransum, established in 2005, and Railway Museum in some years. And then Shuro Mining Pit Museum established in 2008, and Omilin Coal Mining Museum in 2014, and then three museum established in 2017. This regulation made by the level by regional level, provincial level, and national. This is a national cultural heritage designation for Sawalunto mining town in 2014. In order the mine, okay, next slide. This is the process as a World Heritage Site. On January 13, 2015, the government Sawalunto took the Ministry of Education and Culture Republic Indonesia proposed Sawalunto called Manington to list in the tentative list UNESCO World Heritage with the number 6057. In mid of 2015, the Ministry of Education facilitated and preparation nomination document by appointing a World Heritage expert as consultant to the nomination team of Solunto Culminington. The draft nomination was prepared by the Solunto nomination team in late 2015 with a team appointment and education and cultural Republic of Indonesia. This the documentation when we are preparation with document nomination. Okay, early September 2018 was technical evaluating for the nomination area conducted by ICOMOS representing from Australia, Miss Sarah Jane Brazil, during the site visit. The evaluator made a positive impression with the support of all parties in its nomination area, from government official to community, to support and provide historical information. The site development to community expectation on this nomination. The next stage, we was to teleconference with the ICOMOS. Then, according to the agenda of the technical evaluation mission, the ICOMOS World Heritage Advisory Board submit the result of the technical evaluation in March 2018 to be discussed at the 43 World Heritage Committee meeting in Baku, Azerbaijan, and provide recommendation on the determining of Ombilin Culmining Heritage as World Heritage Site. In contact the diplomacy mission for the support the community member country, a country meeting has held in representative of 20 ambassador of World Heritage in Indonesia. This the documentation. And finally, the 43 session of World Heritage Committee from June to July in Baku, Azerbaijan, discuss and designation of Bilin Culmining Heritage of Salonta as UNESCO World Heritage Site. And we took 4 years for this. Okay, I go to the sustainability and future challenge as a cultivate mining tourism destination area which regarding the protection and preservation of significant value of the mining area and the socio-economic development of its habitat. Stakeholder understand, respect, and engagement in protection, development, conservation, historical uh, development cultural enterprise associated Ombilin community in Sawalunto, and promotion and educational cultural heritage visitor experience based on authentic communication and comprehensive understanding and breakthrough use as innovative technologies for Ombilin exploration in Ombilin Community Heritage of Sawalunto. Post-vaccination has not been much time, but national international support began to increase. Tourism visit in quality began to move the arrival of foreign tourists and conservation into to the UNESCO Heritage Site Ombilin Sawalunto. Management has not met expectation and proposal in management plan document proposed to UNESCO. The role of Sawalunto government is still dominant, and the central government and the owner do not yet have an effective formula for managing the site. The community is still waiting for the impact of the war status on their life. Although for a year, not many parties have benefit. In terms of implementation, the state in the management plan documents is it's mostly done by the city government of Sawalunto and the representative cultural unit office in West Sumatra. The advantage of legacy has been achieved and certainly Nationago confirmed that building the pride and national state of Indonesia at the international level, making the successful struggle of Sawalunto as great and a good example for other cities. In management, especially change adaptation of cultural heritage building are better by following the guideline. The stage recommended by UNESCO, the Creative Heritage Law, Assistance for Human Resource to improve the quality various institutions to be better, including the community as the main target preservation. Although the world is experiences change and decline in order relief due the pandemic COVID-19, it is different from Sawalunto, which has success in reducing the poverty rate to so that is ranked first with the lowest poverty rate nationality in 2001 and 2002, 21 and 22. Meaning activity by bringing in workers from various region in this city multi-ethnic. This is multi-ethnic and various tradition that have been brought development city. And the end of culminating with them left foot community resolution hope took a step towards city vision cultural tech, namely cultural mining tourism city. The key is employment. Okay, the conclusion. The small city of Toronto, with limited human resource and budget, has been able to achieve what was considered impossible so far as the fifth UNESCO World Heritage Site in Indonesia. Wherefore, the future that will be a great hope. The status of a World Heritage is the reliability option of coordinates with the Vision City that has been initiated in 2001. And second, learning from the experience, the Sawalunto with success story is getting world recognition, where it takes commitment and consistency together to achieve big dream for the future of the country and generation. And then collaboration of all parties is the main thing. How the local government continues to strive and communicate actively so that the participation of the central government become more real with the same commitment. And the last, the management agency is one the thing that must be considered and designated by all parties in the region and the center, so that the management of the site can run properly, effectively. Okay, terima kasih, gracias, thank you. Let give me time to present traditional weaving of Sawalunto. We call Songket to Esperanza and Marion.
Thank you. Such in again. Okay.